Mike OMeara, Radio Entertainment.
Today's episode of the Mike OMeara Show is brought to you by our bonus packages. Please go to MikeOMearaShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and even better, you'll be helping out TMOS. So please quit sucking, and we thank you.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeOMearaShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike OMeara Show.
So last night in the OMeara household, Mrs. OMeara said that she was asked as part of her studies to throw together a resume, which she hasn't done in quite some time.
Oh, that's the worst.
Managing a court reporting firm, and then diving right into motherhood and being a stay-at-home mom. And she says to me, if you do this for me, if you help me with this, I will give you a half-hour foot rub.
Oh, damn. Wow.
When you're a 60-year-old man, like everybody, it's aches and pains, but it's everybody's feet hurt all the time, right?
So, but is it code in your marriage, foot rub, like?
Ah.
Oh, how I wish it was. But it's not.
No. Oscar?
No, it's a standard
That thing's not even
rub.
half a foot.
So imagine my surprise
Yes.
when I dove in and I said, oh, yeah, okay. I said yes before. And then I'm like, wait a minute. This is the age of the internet. We're an idiocracy.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything anymore.
No.
Nobody does it themselves.
No.
And there, of course, is a website.
Yeah,
there's a million of them.
Mike, it's called plagiarize.com.
Yeah, I blast it out.
Yeah.
I blast it right out. No problem. Probably took me 15 minutes asking her questions. Where'd you go to school?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Bing, bang, boom. Half-hour foot rub.
Did you,
very happy about that.
Did you
On demand.
see the there's a template on Google Docs, which is very nice. Did I tell you about when Robert did his resume, his first
He
resume?
laminated it.
No, he did not laminate it.
Oh.
He asked to laminate it. But
Sorry.
he got one of those templates off Google Docs, and on the sentence, pays attention to detail, had 2 misspellings.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
How do you pays attention to detail? He misspelled detail and attention?
I believe so. And so I called him and I said, I'm not going to be a real dick about this, son. But of all the places that you want to make sure the spelling is right, this sentence is key.
Pays attention to detail.
That's right.
Detail oriented.
Exactly. So
Well, it was lean. It was lean, but it was good. But that's not why I brought it up. I brought it up for the purpose of calling back a discussion we had yesterday where I was the birthday dad.
You were the
and
birthday
father
winner.
And I was the birthday husband as well. And you might ask, how big was that wine glass that I purchased?
Oh, yes.
At, Martin
How
Wall?
big was it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is a party wine glass.
Also, I like
Birthday
seeing
girl.
seeing your
Yeah.
face through it as you spin it. It almost looks like an Austin Powers
pretty
thing.
effing
Like an acid
big.
trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. Woo.
And you now can give it to one of your daughters when they come through on their birthday.
That's true.
Welcome to the Mike
Use it.
OMeara Show.
Man, that was a bad tab. Not Tab Patterson. Tab Acid.
And of course I can do Bane.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's great
Can
for
you be
Bane.
Called Batman. Yes, I have figured out a way to celebrate birthdays like no other person. Yes, silence. Yes.
Senor Bane, what are your
yes,
what are your
Oscar.
what are your NFL picks for this week?
Oh, my NFL picks. Are you segueing for me?
Yes.
Are you diving right?
Pushy.
Are you,
Very
What's
pushy.
wrong with him?
Yeah, can't
What's
you let
wrong?
can't you let the wine breathe a little bit? Come on.
Yeah, it's like doing my little wine bit here.
Time's a
Bored with it
ticking,
or
man.
what?
Time's a ticking.
no,
You
Time's
got
a ticking.
what do you have a car
You don't
waiting
worry
downstairs?
you don't worry about time.
Okay.
All right.
I got nothing but time.
All right. So here it is. So
Hey Mike, what's in the news today?
My segue was much
Hey
more.
Rob, do you have a good audio vault?
I sure do. It's ready to go. I can't
I
wait
want
till
to get into the fight of how we're going to do these picks.
Obviously, you want to talk about the picks. I was
Yes.
nice though.
It is beautiful, Mike.
give me another psychedelic trip, baby. Woo!
Woo! Yoo-hoo! Hey, man.
That is hilarious.
I love it. It's like
Yeah.
an aquarium.
All right. So, happy birthday! The birthday week's
Yes.
over. Festivities are over, and happy day.
And you nailed it.
to my lovely bride. All right, very good. And I feel bad for my kid with his peanut allergy, because not a lot of kids in his class have a peanut allergy. And he said, Dad, I'm the only one with an allergy. And I said to him last night, do you know why? Because you have so much more going on in your life than all the other kids. Mm-hmm. You're special. That's why God gave you a peanut allergy. And I walked out of his bedroom realizing that I just lied to my child.
That's right. And he used God in the lie.
You got to do something, Mike. You got to give him something.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be Father of the Year, and I love him so much. I really, really do. All right, NFL picks. Did we determine exactly how we're going to do these picks?
We left it up in the air. And
you said we were going to decide yesterday.
Ooh.
Sorry, the coffee.
Are we going to bring, by the way, Matty Masiello?
Yeah, she's coming in.
Are we going to bring Matty?
Yes.
Or is Matty Masiello going to be on the, is Matty Masiello? I'm doing my impression of Matty Masiello's microphone level.
We could barely hear you. Thank you. Matty Masiello is back.
I'm here.
She's here.
She's not going to be doing it from her other
No, she's not going to be doing it from the other room.
She's not going to be doing it from her other microphone in the other room?
No, that's never calibrated. You're absolutely right, Mike. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, we might want to think about that because we involved
Before the show.
Actually, you guys will be pleased to know that new headsets were installed today, and they were calibrated.
Ooh,
See, much richer.
Oh, listen to how loud Pony is. Hey, Pony.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Yeah, we were aware.
You're ahead of the game.
We were aware that the other microphones and the headsets weren't great, so we sort of stepped ahead.
And you didn't know about that.
No,
Oscar.
I don't know. But they just buy things. They buy things and they don't tell us, Mike. This is when the business goes south.
This is what you talk about.
Yes.
Taking the initiative.
Just do it.
Who made the call? Who made the call to get the headsets?
We had the headsets for a while. They were taken away, and we said we need them back.
We had to order some more.
Mm-hmm.
Who took them away? One of the other shows?
No. We had to. We were testing out another headset unit in one of the other studios, and they weren't ever put back. That's what the problem
that's fantastic.
Yes.
All right, so when we discuss the NFL picks, which we're going to do right here at the top of the show, there was a confusion among the listeners about shouting all the answers out.
Right.
Maddie didn't like shouting all the answers out. I didn't like shouting all the answers out. And we've determined that we're going to do them in order, right? We're going to do it that way.
Where we left it yesterday.
I think you're rewriting history, Mike, because
I know that was on the table.
Yeah. You didn't like the shouting out. Some listeners didn't like some listeners love the shouting out because they actually let us know about it. But we said it's up to the commish because that's why she's the commish.
All right, commish, how do you want to do it?
We are going to shout them out.
Yeah! Woo! Why are we going to shout them out?
It's so great.
Why?
Just trying to appease the masses here. So.
It's fun,
so
Mike.
The majority of our listeners want us to shout them out?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think the word was it's so asinine the way they bake their picks.
Yes.
It's funny.
All right. So here is my request.
All right.
And I do this because I am pandering to an individual on social media. He knows who he is. His initials are TA. He likes food, and he likes this show.
Ben Affleck's cousin.
Yes.
Ben Affleck's cousin Trip, who wants us not to mention either cities and team names randomly. He wants us to do one or the other. I recommend team names.
That's fine.
We will shout out the team names.
And you know what? I didn't realize that would be up his ire. I have to apologize. I did that last week just to be fun.
Oh.
Fun.
All right,
fun is the best thing to have.
All right. So, I'm ready to go. I've got them right in front of me.
Yes, all right.
And,
Some music,
this is
please.
exciting.
Week 3.
NFL music. Yes, week 3.
Remind everybody that overall, Oscar and Rob are tied.
Turn her microphone up.
Please.
Oh, man.
I know you hate
Jesus
her,
Christ.
but come on.
This is fun, right, Rob?
See, sometimes I don't know how you can just sit there oblivious to the fact that she's week number 3, and Rob's like, loop-de-doop-doop, let's think of something funny to say, There, now I can hear you. That's good. Let's do it.
Okay.
See, I'm in competitive mode now.
Thursday night game.
It doesn't show.
Yes.
Game tonight.
Yes.
Titans versus Jaguars. 3, 2, 1.
Jaguars.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Great. Here we go again. Here we go again. All picking the same thing. All right.
Bengals at Bills. 3, 2, 1.
Bills.
Nice.
The night.
Lions at Eagles. 3, 2, 1.
Eagles.
Oh my God. Okay.
Not staying with the
This is great.
Lions. I thought you were on the Lions train, Mike.
I love this.
What?
I thought you were on the Lions train.
Well, you counted on that, didn't you? I guess that train left the station without Mike OMeara sitting in the front row.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Jets at Patriots in 3, 2, 1.
Patriots.
Patriots.
This is great.
Right? Raiders at Vikings. 3, 2, 1.
Vikings.
Vikings. Oh! Who picked Raiders?
I did.
You and I picked the Vikings.
Oh, okay.
Why do you hate Rob right now?
Right now.
I always hate Rob when I compete with him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And when you don't.
No, there are things I hate about what you do.
Right, true.
Or don't do.
Right.
But anyway,
Ready to rock.
Let's move on.
Ravens at Chiefs. 3, 2, 1.
Ravens.
Chiefs.
Oh! Mike might have
This
made a
might
smarter
be
pick.
the first outlier for me. I like the Chiefs at home.
Sound a little like Ernie Anderson there.
Like the Chiefs at home. Ravens, Chiefs.
Falcons at Colts. 3, 2, 1.
Falcons.
This got interesting.
Mike, you are poised to attack this week.
Yes, sir.
Broncos at Packers. 3, 2, 1.
Packers.
All right. Dolphins at Cowboys. 3, 2, 1.
Cowboys.
Giants at Buccaneers. 3, 2, 1.
Buccaneers.
Giants.
Oh,
They have to. They're starting the new quarterback. A man can hope. The only reason I have to watch television this Sunday is because of the new quarterback, Daniel Jones. They sat down Eli.
Yes.
Thank you, Giants. Give the fans something to make it interesting, for the love of God.
Panthers at Cardinals. 3, 2, 1.
Cardinals.
Yes.
Right. Steelers at 49ers. 3, 2, 1.
49ers.
Oh,
Mike again.
They lost a
Right.
quarterback. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't care. I think they're still a better team. I think they're better. They're a better team even without Roethlisberger.
You might be right.
Yep.
Saints at Seahawks. 3, 2, 1.
Seahawks.
All right. Texans at Chargers. 3, 2, 1.
Chargers.
Nice.
Rams at Browns. 3, 2, 1.
Browns.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
By the way, if you want to know what I think my weak link, it might be that one right there. Might be bringing them down. All right.
All right. Monday night
It was a
game.
big game.
Last one. Bears at Redskins. 3, 2, 1.
Redskins.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
You guys are such homers.
But why do you pick the same thing?
This is the first time I picked the Redskins.
It's the first time I picked the Redskins as well.
I picked them last week. They can't do this to me again. I came in here saying
I watched
that's
the
the
Bears.
pick that's going to win it for me this week.
I watched the Bears early in the season. I think the Bears suck.
They did
I really
win
do.
last week's game, though.
Yeah, I know
At
they
the
won
last
last week,
minute.
but I think
It was
the
a big one
Redskins
for
have
you.
to win. The Redskins have to win occasionally, and in a home game on Monday night, if they can't muster an effort for that, then who cares?
Yeah.
I
That's the
don't
way
know
look
if
at
they
it.
can win. The Bears are strong.
This is interesting because this is going to be either Mike taking the lead,
Yes.
or Mike falling off the cliff. This is because you guys matched up a lot better this week than in previous weeks.
Yeah.
This is going to be really, really.
Anybody
interesting.
want to share their methodology for I guess really picking what they picked and how they picked? Did you go and look at the spread?
Yeah, I
Did you-
looked at
and
the
the
spreads.
odds. Okay,
I looked at the
got it,
spreads,
got it.
and I place a lot of emphasis on home teams. And I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I picked 14 home teams
Damn.
this week. So
I like-
I place a
Good,
lot of
good.
emphasis on home. If it's a tight spread, I usually go with the home team because it motivates you when you're
Yeah.
playing at home.
That's valid. I also like the colors of the uniforms.
That's what Rob did. Rob based it on that.
They're football costumes. There are some
Rob
of them that are
based
so
it on
nice.
Maddie,
Dark
I think
colors.
Maddie, it feels like we're very efficient this week.
I think so. No errors this week. That's my goal.
We've got a list for you just in case.
Perfect.
Speaking of pretty colors, I love the printout that you send along. I really do. I like that. I like seeing the.
Oh, I'm glad.
I like seeing who's home. You don't include a point spread, which is fine.
Keeping it fair. Keeping it fair.
It's good. It's very, very good. And next week it'll be even prettier when I get my new toner. That's what I'm looking
yeah.
Yeah. See, because
like
that doesn't.
You print in color?
Oh, I didn't. I thought you had a black and white printer.
Damn.
No, I print in color.
Must be nice.
I made last week a great chart of all the wins, and it was color coded, and I spent so much time on it. And I showed it to Rob for approval, and he goes, "Oh no, Mike doesn't have a colored printer."
For years you
all
didn't.
that work.
And you like to tell the audience I hate you, which makes me hate you more when you do that.
No.
And then I realize how disengaged you are.
For years you had a black and white printer. For years
I've only
you did.
had this printer for almost the decade we've been doing this show.
That is the top of the line while he bitches about it.
Right.
Color HP laser printer.
But before he left, he had a black and white printer.
Yeah,
it was
and
simply
that
black and white.
white printer is now sitting in my dad's office in Albany, Maryland.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Yes.
Well, color from now
I've
on.
had this. How many years have I had this printer?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
I've had this printer for 6 years.
I'll update my
How are you
file.
supposed to know whether?
I mean, I didn't know. I had no idea. Oh, come on. A simple mistake.
Mike is going to update his
A
file.
simple smartass.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
That's what you excel in.
Yes.
Sirree.
I had no idea.
I'll update my file.
Is it
See
okay?
what it is? Rob's projecting his hate on me. Today.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Well,
what
he
it is.
knows
Rob hates me.
He might have misstepped this week with some of his picks.
You think that's what it is?
Well, because you
I think
had
it's
some,
his
you had
general
some, you had
malaise.
some ballsy picks this week.
Well,
I am a little
let me-
peeved that you both picked the Redskins. I thought that was the pick that was going to win it for me this week.
Let me tell you this, that I am not proud. I don't consider them ballsy. I consider them misguided.
No, the Giants-
if
That's
the
your only
Giants
misguided
If the
pick.
Giants get thumped by the Buccaneers, it will officially mean that my depression will last all the way till Christmas. Not that I really care because I can bail on them like I have with the Boston Red Sox. That's why I missed the the guy from the other team.
Right.
Why the Red Sox don't. Anyway, but with the Steelers and Niners, I like that. I like that pick.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Are you open to trash talking texts on Sunday between the teams?
I'll keep this with me.
Okay.
I'll keep this handy. Since I've got the Sunday tick, and I will.
Is the Giants game a 1 or a 4?
The Giants game is a 4:00 game.
Okay, so you'll be guaranteed to be in a good mood at least till 4.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, with these picks, I just it's the beginning of the season. My homerness will fade as the season goes on. Right now, this is the last chance for me to really. This is the Giants are poised for oblivion now. If they throw this new guy in now, look, it's happened with other quarterbacks, right?
True.
In the NFL, they put the new guy in, suddenly a star
I think
is
the
born.
Steelers.
It
You
could
might
happen.
have a good option there. I was shocked you picked that team.
You're
but
right because Big
absolutely
Ben
right.
dropped
Yeah.
out; he got injured. So,
But you know what?
we'll
If
see
the
happens.
Giants blow it big this week, and then you can
Right.
just sort of put them in your rearview mirror, then you can just focus on the money.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this show was on a sports station right now? You know how many people that listen to consume that content
Mike,
would be rolling their eyes at us
Mike,
right
this
now?
is-
And sound,
but this is
it's
what-
like, ladies, why don't you take your hoop skirts
Hey,
off
we
and
know
let
our
other
audience.
people do analysis?
We know our
Yes.
audience. Our audience isn't going to get into prop bets. We
No, they're not.
do what any school kids do in like probably
Exactly.
elementary school. It said, "I'll
This is
bet
true.
you my peanut
Right.
butter and jelly sandwich next week that the Skins win."
And let's not negate the fact that there is a significant amount of the audience right now that's going, sports.
Or
I mean, I believe
or
that.
maybe somebody's betting with us because they're like, "Oh man,
That's right.
these guys have a pretty good record." For
Well,
not
you
knowing
know
anything
what?
about sports."
If you bet real money based on our picks, if you go, especially our Vegas and Reno listeners,
Yes.
if you go out into a sports book, and you put down these picks and then give us credit, I want to hear from you
Mike,
on the
yes,
Yak Shack.
please.
I want you to send us
they
a
can go to
a letter.
MGM right here in DC.
DC. Anybody wants to
Green
put these
Turtle,
picks
yeah.
down? This is very, very exciting. So we'll see. But you have to pay attention to what just happened because we're certainly not going over it again.
No.
No.
Not
You
gonna
got to
happen.
listen
It's not
carefully.
going to happen.
Listen carefully.
Life is good.
Maddie, is
So-
there a way for us for you to send us these picks? I know it's another ask from us. So
Well, she sends the picks, doesn't she?
No, but you send them. Oh, you sent the record after?
No, she sent the pics last Friday.
Yes.
No, but
and that had the overall record with each person.
Could you send us the records before the Monday night game going into it? Because we have all the same Redskins pick. We see where we're at. Maybe we can get a little ahead of the game.
All right. So maybe have a recap on Monday.
Yeah, that could work. Mm-hmm. That could work.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. All right. Well, that's sports. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot going on here. And later on, because we are Football Thursday, we will be talking to Chief Odds Maker and Pahrump, Nevada resident, Nevada. Sorry about that.
True.
Nicholas Diamond will, Joyce, because bookies can't be wrong. Anyway, we'll take a break. Come right back on the Mike O'Meara Show.
It's the Mike O'Meara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Meara Show at www.mikeomearashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Meara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Do y'all want to see a sneak peek?
I think we got to go to a commercial.
Oh, I don't think we're going to take a break yet, because guess what? I wore my clogging shoes. Let's do it. I think Eli needs to take a commercial break. Just leave the dancing to us, Eli. Come on now. The rest of us, we're going to sing and we're going to dance.
Mama told me not to, I did anyway, misbehaving.
Daddy said don't, but I
It's
said
such a real song that could be in there. She's so weird in that.
I wore lipstick.
And I got caught shaving. Just two little country kids outside misbehaving.
Teacher said don't, but I said it anyway, misbehaving.
Preacher said no, if you do, you're gonna pay misbehaving.
Kicking and spitting and cussing out loud.
Running through the house with a pickle in my mouth.
Playing in the street, look at me outside of waving.
Just two little kids out there misbehaving. We thought we was just messing around till we met that man in the thorny crown. It taught us that tricks and mischief leads to Satan. So from now on, there's no misbehaving.
Mama wants to look how I've been good, now I'm behaving.
Daddy, won't you listen? Don't go missing. I'm behaving.
I comb my hair and I brush my teeth.
I make my bed and I eat my greens.
I wash my hands to keep away from Satan.
So no more tricks and no more misbehaving. No more tricks and no more misbehaving.
This is Wade Byard, the Public Information Officer for Loudoun County Public Schools. The Mike O'Meara Show has decided to start now. Please make all necessary arrangements to listen. This is the Mike O'Meara Show with Mike O'Meara, Rob Spiewak, and Oscar Santana. And now, without further delay, here's Mike O'Meara.
That clip Rob played is from a TV show called The Righteous Gemstones on HBO, and we love that show. It's a lot of fun, and they really do.
If you go by the lyrics in that song, it's a sin to run through the house with a pickle in your mouth.
Misbehaving until they met the man with a thorny crown.
That's right.
Live from the Podcast Village studios in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., this is the Mike O'Meara Show from Mobile, Alabama to Lewiston, Maine, Gloversville, New York, Cocoa Beach, Florida, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Love those.
Good.
Town name. What's your address? Oh, it's Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada. And Biloxi, Mississippi, beautiful town. We're on now and brought to you by Fruitcake Futures.
Yes.
Look at you. Cute, affectionate, lovable, easygoing. You are one adorable French bulldog. Pampered every day at your luxury kennel, patiently awaiting your forever home. Nice. Then, out of the blue, your adoption falls through. Some nonsense about a bad credit score or a reverse mortgage falling through. Now you're a year-old, fully grown, and no one wants you. See, there's the love-hate there. How is he not lovable when he writes this stuff?
Affectionate.
You try to stay cute.
Yeah.
And snag a master. But you are denied. And you know why?
Why?
Because you're not special, Fido.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just another smushed-faced cur with stupid-looking ears. You don't matter. There's nothing keen or notable about you. So if you assume that we're going to let you order a TMOS signature fruitcake after the September 30th deadline, wise up, you mongrel. There will be no second chance. No exceptions. He's doing it about a dog.
It's a dog. No, dog.
This is all-time low.
That's right.
You're not special.
No.
Go to our website and buy as many as you can. MikeOMearaShow.com. This is our fundraiser.
Yes.
This is how we
Yes.
put money in the coffers so that we can do this show for another year. That's the way it works. That's what we resorted to after we got the big gas pipe from one of those big corporations that kind of to all the podcasts. MikeOMearaShow.com. Now less than 2 weeks remain. That's less than 14 dog weeks.
That is funny.
Remember, dogs love fruitcake because dogs love nuts. You can see them licking them all the time. Gary Krimble. Boy, wow.
So if you don't want a dog, if you don't want a dog to be destroyed,
Okay.
buy multiple fruitcakes.
Come
on.
Oh,
Man's
my
best
God.
friend, Mike. Don't let him down.
Oh, dear. I am Father of the Year because I decided my son does not like, he loves school, hates the aftercare when he has to be in there for about an hour when mom's coming back. And, and the Father of the Year has previous commitments.
Oh, sure.
That take him
so the
away from him.
aftercare is provided by the school?
By the school, can't stand it. Don't know why he can't stand it. I've asked him every question about it. He's not getting picked on. It's about I think what it is when he goes to aftercare, it's not the kindergarten environment. It's all the older kids that are in there too
so
at the
he's a little
elementary
kid,
school.
yeah.
And the teachers come down hard on the other kids, and there's a much more edgy environment because kids, as they get older, get more difficult.
They're a handful.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why as he gets into, his older years and grows up, I'll be fading. We're going to be going like that, so it's going to be like, Dad. And I'll be, that's the sad.
Yeah.
We're going to have a very sad.
He just rolls you into the lanai to sun yourself as he does what he wants.
How long before you're in aftercare?
We might, that's, my cousin Teddy, who was an older father also, said, by the time my kids get out of diapers, they'll be putting me in them. So that's what it is. But I missed that. I don't do that. Not that I would miss being in diapers. Anyway, yesterday I gave him a treat, and I don't know whether I'm doing this for him or now that I've channeled a bad behavior that I have into something completely innocent and perfectly fine. But I know it is. Okay. And I took him to Chuck E. Cheese again. I took him to Chuck E. Cheese after school.
On a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. It was a ghost town.
Wow.
It was a ghost town. And we go in there.
No birthday parties going on a Wednesday afternoon?
No birthday on a Wednesday. No people. There were 3 people in there.
Wow.
And you know what it looked like? It looked to me like maybe there were daddy days in there. Because there were a lot of dads that looked like maybe they were, it was their visitation day or something like that. And since I've experienced that, never during the week, really.
The location that had been agreed upon?
Yeah, we'll drop him
and
off.
And you saw the monitor sitting in the lobby, watching them from far.
Did they all have something on their ankle?
No, Chuck E. Cheese has the thing where you get stamped when you go in there.
Oh, that's right. It's security now, yeah.
And I buy the hour-long play card, which you scan over the different video games, and I buy one for him and one for me because now we'll play a couple of games together, but he runs wild in there and plays whatever he wants, and I retreat to my games where I'm trying to just get as many tickets as I can get for him to get a toy.
I've aged out of
it's really gambling is what it is.
I've aged out of the Chuck E. Cheese thing now with my kids. So how much is an hour-long card now?
$20.
That's not bad.
Wait. No. So it's not per credit. It's just you can play for an hour straight with the card.
Play for an hour.
Damn, that's good.
That is a good deal.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look, they're making money. I know how it works.
Yeah.
They're making money. Carla discovered. You've all seen this. This is a classic old arcade game. But in the old days, it used to be you put a token or a quarter in,
right?
And it pushes. The little things are going back and forth.
Well, they call
it push the quarters.
The waterfall.
The waterfall.
Yeah.
How do you know the name of it? How do you know?
My father grew up around gaming machines. He was a boardwalk employee in Seaside Park, New Jersey. So I know a little of it.
The waterfall, extremely difficult to win.
Yeah, well, it's you really
it's made so you lose.
Yeah, it's made to look easy.
Yeah. And when you did it with quarters, you would do it and you'd get one quarter and it would shove it, and if you hit the back quarters and up, they push the other quarters down into the
Moving
slot and you
tiers
get
of
more.
shells,
But it's a form of gambling.
Absolutely.
With this, they've got a button for the right and a button for the left, and I scan it, and then I scan it again, and then I scan it, and you can hit multiple coins.
Oh.
And when the quarters come down or the tokens come down into the slot, it poops out tickets.
Oh.
Right. And as far as a ticket generator, the next time we go to Chuck E. Cheese next week, there will be no, I'm not going to go next.
There will be a security guard saying, "Mr. OMeara, stop shaking the machine."
I see you so want to shake it.
Oh,
because
my
you've
God.
got all these tokens that are hanging over the edge,
like stalactites.
But I realized that yes, my kid was excited about this. It's hot down here. It's a great indoor activity where you can do it without roasting, and we do outdoor stuff too. We go fishing, we play golf together, we do that, we throw the football around. That's it. We do all that good stuff. But this is something where I know I'm feeding my inner degenerate gambler by doing this.
Like
I am obsessed.
It's like methadone, though. It can't really give you the high.
This is not as painful as the casino.
But there is a satisfaction there, and I have not been to the casino in months. Months, Dom. Months. And he's dead.
Now, Carla's been by to pick up appliances, but
Carla gets the free stuff from when we were.
Yeah.
Carla gets the free stuff for now. You know what? But she doesn't gamble, and they're going to catch.
When
by
is
the
that
way,
gonna
they
dry
keep
up?
They keep track of everything.
Yeah, of course
so
they
that'll dry up.
Your player's
eventually.
card.
Yeah, maybe when it dries up, I said, you like getting those gifts, didn't you? Once you have Daddy roll in for an afternoon, you get more gifts.
Denied.
Hey.
You're not so special.
Do they give away Dysons ever?
That kind? No. That'd be probably too high ticket an item. They don't do that. They get what they get is like railroad salvage stuff.
Oh,
all right?
That's right.
They
like
obviously
dissing.
something that they'll buy. Like they buy in bulk, and they'll buy something that was off a truck or off a train car that they can get.
You get a
ton
Westinghouse,
of
not a Samsung.
Yeah, and it's a lot of times they have that sort of knockoff thing, like a Hamilton Butch blender.
Well, remember he got the turbo-charged air fryer.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah, you got the air fryer, off-brand air fryer.
Yeah, and we haven't touched it. It doesn't exist. She just likes getting free stuff.
Yeah,
who doesn't?
That's it.
Who doesn't?
Everybody loves free stuff.
That's the
everybody
truth.
loves, and I like getting the tickets to see what we get. And by the way, my son walks over to that Chuck E. Cheese counter and points up at the laser tag set. I said, Michael, that's 8,000 tickets. I said, and I looked at him, and he's bright enough to understand.
Right.
We would have to be here for 3 months to get that.
Yeah.
That is not going to happen.
But wouldn't it be great if you did?
But how would you do that? You certainly couldn't do it in one visit.
No,
maybe if you arrived at opening, stayed until closing, but the amount of tickets that you
save them over maybe a 3-month period and then cash them in.
Yeah, and then you have to be the skee ball master to make that happen.
Yeah, but the thing and skee ball I found to be not really a tremendous payday. The payday is the waterfall.
Now the
payday is the way they lay out the waterfall. Yes.
In the old days, you would drop quarters in, quarters would drop, and you'd get tokens because it couldn't be gambling, right? Mm-hmm. But you've got a card. So how do you use the card for free play?
I have a card. I scan the card. It goes, and then I can press the button, and it releases like 3 or 4 of the tokens.
Okay, so you're not actually dropping it in a slot.
And then you get tickets.
No.
Can you aim?
The tickets poop out.
Can you aim?
Yeah, you can aim you can't aim it. You press the right one or the left one, and then it shoots out randomly and it bounces around.
What about the bit that my cousins would do this? I was too scared to, or maybe I was too much of a pussy to do it. I would I would be there getting my tickets, and they said, before you grab your tickets, hold on a sec. So they go there with 2 hands and pull more tickets out of the slot.
You can do it.
It's a real defective machine. They've improved the skill.
That was in the 90s, right? So.
Although I should say the ticket eater at Chuck E. Cheese. And by the way, they're getting all this for free.
Yes.
It's a fabulous place, Chuck E. Cheese. And the rat came out too, which
Chucky the rat.
Oh, did he hug Michael?
No, I just waved at him. We don't need that kind of E. coli, with that fur. God knows what's on that fur when he comes out with that.
It's probably worse than the rats in your house.
I got ripped off by the ticket eater. I got ripped off by the ticket eater at the end of the day when you're supposed to, it eats the tickets.
Oh no, I've never been a part of this world.
I'm watching.
The kid.
If you ever come down here, we'll take you out there. It's great.
No, but I thought
got a membership.
I thought a human counted the tickets.
No, it's like a money counter in a bank. You know when they put the bills on,
like a Coinstar for tickets.
Yeah. Now
but it's a ticket eater, and I got ripped off by the ticket eater because I'm sitting there and I'm looking down and things going ning 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 ning, and it was like Frozen on 98. But she was really cool. I said, listen, your ticket eater over there. She said, which one, which side? And there was a little bit of the disbelief. Mm-hmm. I said, I don't know. I think it screwed me for about 100 tickets. I really do. She said, okay, we'll just add that on there. And then he wanted to get the slingshot anyway, so I had to pay $6 additional to cover the difference in ticket prices.
After all you've won, $6 more dollars?
Oh, all you get is like a plastic parrot.
Chinese finger present,
like
one of those straw things. Yeah,
not really. Yeah.
I saw one of the greatest scams go down. We had a somewhere in Sterling. There's one of those like atomic bounce places where it's trampolines for kids. They put on a helmet.
I see those all the time. They seem like a lot of fun.
And so I took the kids there, and I didn't bounce, of course. So I'm just sitting watching. And they have a counter, and they have arcade games that spit out tickets. But they didn't have a ticket eater. They would count the tickets by hand. Well, these teenagers behind the counter would count the tickets and then throw them in a wastebasket. And I saw this teenager just go by and grab handfuls of tickets out of the trash and hand them back in.
No quality control there. No quality control.
He got all the plastic parrots.
There's one other game that maybe approximates, not exactly a slot machine like I truly enjoy, but it is a game of skill. It's called the Pink Panther game. And the Pink Panther game is there's a little pink diamond that's a wand, a joystick.
Okay.
And you scan your number, and the Pink Panther goes to the top of the 100-story building, and then the Pink Panther has to, almost like Pac-Man, go down the little levels and get down to the bottom floor. If you go down to the bottom floor unscathed, you get 50 tickets. I have never made it past the 10th floor. That's when the laser catches you and freezes you, and you are off to jail. But that one, my son and I are addicted to.
Sounds a little like Q*bert. Remember Q*bert?
Yeah, so if you actually make it, it is the biggest payout of the games at
I'm not sure it's the high roller area.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the high dollar, the high limit. The high limit slots. But it's really kind of like that. And with the pass, with the little card that you scan, I could do it again and again and again and again. And at one point, Michael was playing like the giant Space Invaders game over there. And he said, Dad. I said, I'll be right over. Let me just finish this.
Not yet. I'm in a zone. I'm behind.
And then right after that, I got nailed on the 40th floor, which really pissed me off.
Sucks.
Oh, man.
That's getting caught right after you're halfway there.
Oh,
which
God,
is kind of a scene for me, but it's great.
So skee ball is not a good payer?
I've done skee ball. It poops out like 3-4 tickets. When you get 4,000 on the skee ball, and to me that's just not worth it. A little too much physical activity.
I like that you're self-aware enough to understand that while a Wednesday at Chuck E. Cheese is a treat for your son, and I think if anybody listening right now had a father that whisked them away after school and said, "Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese on a weekday of all things," that's a treat. But you are also satiating your gambling addiction.
Yeah. It absolutely does. Because it's really not about the money when I'm gambling as much as I think it's about the bells and whistles and the game of skill. Although there's no skill with a slot machine. With the Pink Panther game, hell, I'd put one in the house if I could. Oh my God, what a thrill!
What you've done? You've done what you've done for years. You know what you did? You found the action.
Yeah, I found the action.
Yeah.
That's it. Still not cheap.
No.
1 hour for him and 1 hour for me is 40 beans.
You can't go
alone. That's a lot of money.
Promise me, you'll never go alone.
To Chuck E. Cheese?
Don't do it. Don't be that guy.
All right. I won't. We have to take a break. Why do you always have to make my life so hard?
Bet on it.
I was just killing 3 hours. Carla was like at a doctor's appointment, and I was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, man has needs.
All the free pizza they kept bringing out.
They don't bring out free pizza. You pay
they
for
don't
the
comp
pizza.
you? Oh, screw that.
They don't comp you.
Your pizza and your soft drinks comped. We'll take a break. They don't comp me. That's funny. We'll take a break. Come back with more on the Mike OMeara Show.
This is Las Vegas legend Wayne Newton, and I love you. There are a few things in life that I require. Peace, joy, and of course, convenience. That's why I like to listen to TMOS on Spotify. No matter where I am in my downtown apartment visiting the guinea hens at Casa de Shenandoah or on stage at the Sands, I know that my favorite TMOS troublemakers are just a few taps away. So remember, every night when your tuxedo hits the floor and you want some solid, marvelous entertainment, get your cellular telephone and grab some TMOS on Spotify. Just another great way to be a part of OMeara. I wish you love.
Peace, Wayne. Thank you. Welcome back to the Mike OMeara Show, brought to you by Cornerstone. Listen to some amazing numbers from Cornerstone. At this very moment, we have $6.3 trillion in tappable home equity. Hear that? That's the highest amount of tappable equity ever. So, the time has come to tap it. Tap it real good. Plus, rates are at their lowest level in 3 years, so almost every homeowner in the country can benefit from a refinance right now. But you need to call Cornerstone First Financial. Cornerstone will guarantee to meet or beat any competitor. Some restrictions apply, but if you're in the market for a refi or a new mortgage, or you need to take out some equity or eliminate PMI, do yourself a favor and call Cornerstone to go over your specific situations and your specific options. All credit types considered, Cornerstone is licensed in California, Maryland, Virginia, D.C., Georgia, Florida, and Colorado. Click their banner on our website. Visit cornerstonefirst.com or call them at 866-625-1221. That's 866-625-1221. Cornerstone First Financial. Personal attention from application to closing. I hear football music again. That can only mean one thing. We go to the state of Nevada and bring on our numero uno football prognosticator, the one, the only, Nicholas Aloysius Diamond. Nicky!
Yes, gentlemen, I'm ready to tap it real good, baby.
Tap it, baby.
Woo! Get that money, put it in our pockets where it belongs.
Yes,
come
sir.
home? Yes, give me them cash.
He's raring to go this week. Nicky, how's things? How's life?
Well, 2 straight perfect weeks. It's a lot better than Eli Manning, I'll tell you that. That's where my life is at, on top of the world.
Listen to this. I've never heard you more pumped.
Very happy, yeah.
This is awesome, Nicky Diamond, and life is going well?
Going well. I had a little bit of an issue with one of the dogs I'm walking, Bart Simpson, but we have come to an agreement, and things are looking up.
So you say the dog is named Bark Simpson?
Yes, a very lovely name, yes.
What breed are we talking about here, Nicky?
Part Basset Hound, part Demon. Yeah.
How many, just out of curiosity, how many dogs do you walk at once? I
love that.
Or a day? How many? Are you one of those guys that walks down the street with like 8 or 10 dogs on leashes?
Very efficient, Mike. I walked 8 this morning, came back with 7. Price of doing business.
Oh, dear.
I got you. Everybody, it's the new economy. Everybody's got to make ends meet, Nicky. That's the way she goes.
Second corners.
Nicky, I don't know if you're aware that these football picks this year, we pick our games before we have you on because we don't want to be influenced by Nicky Diamond. But the NFL, our listeners have kind of tapped into this, so it's a big Thursday. Everybody's thinking football on Thursday, so let's not waste any time and get right into the Diamond picks, baby.
Well, I know it must be hard picking against that legendary, longtime football player and fan, Mr. Rob Spiewak. I'm sure it's tough.
Hey, he got my name right.
On him, a man who grew up in that football family and every day got out on the grass and played catch with his father and led his high school to the state championship. That jock known as Rob Spiewak. Good luck defeating him.
The jock.
Well said.
It's going to be tough, Nicky. It's going to be really tough.
To beat a guy that makes fruitcakes for fun.
There you go.
Get your
All right,
orders in.
get right to it. Let's get our picks of the week, Nicky.
All right, the carry. It's my sleeper pick of the week. You snoozed, you win, baby. John Brown, wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, the 2-0 Buffalo Bills. Jimmy Cerrito, where are you? They have a pretty good passing attack with him. He's under the radar, but I give him 75 yards and a touchdown. John Brown, you won't be able to stop him this week. The Merle, it's a sure thing. The Green Bay Packers. You know what they have for the first time in a long time? A defense. It's not about Aaron Rodgers. It's about that D. And Denver goes to Green Bay. And Joe Flacco, hey, look at Eli Manning. Get out of there. You're done. You're toast. You got nothing. You're a statue. Hit the bricks. You're going to get destroyed. They're giving 6.5 Green Bay. They win by 2 touchdowns. Your diamond pick of the week.
All right.
Against the New York Giants. They have a new quarterback. But a big problem, Mikey. They got the same defense. The only thing they can stop is Pony going to Japan. They got nothing. Mike Evans, wide receiver, Tampa Bay, will light them up. 150 and a touchdown. Put it in the books.
Man. There he goes. Hang up on him before he has a stroke.
Yeah.
Holy Magoli. Oh, my
Mike,
God.
Your Giants pick.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, man.
By the way, with all that going on, the Merle, the carry, everything else, with all that going on, he has some very, very interesting points to make, and he's right about the Giants' defense. It's frustrating, but that's Nicholas Diamond.
Maybe the solution is
everybody.
to have Eli play on the line. Put him on defense.
Before we go to break, you have been talking about this for a while, Rob Spiewak, so I want you to set it up, and then we'll come back, and we will talk about it. Georgetown Wildlife, you have been mentioning it every day. You're a little cryptic about it.
It was a 2.5-day arc on News 4 that turned out to be such a non-story. I love it because it's what it is someone, the Ring doorbell has been so great for keeping people aware. But now it's made people hyper-aware.
Yes.
And a story was manufactured out of something that will blow your mind how silly it is. I love this. And you also get to hear the voice of Leon Harris.
And speaking of wildlife, do you know that a long time ago, this is a real callback to like early shows. Do you guys remember way, way, way back when we first moved up to Maine, we were up there, and Carla said she saw a mountain lion?
Yes.
Do you remember when she
that.
has been summarily mocked by family members saying, I saw it in the backyard.
Yeah.
Well, flash forward to my next door neighbor, Seb.
Yeah.
And apparently Seb is a hunter and has the cams. I think they're wildlife cams that he sets up that are triggered by. You've seen these online.
Motion, yes.
Now, this is not a mountain lion, but the last week I just got it was on his social media that a big picture of a huge bobcat. They don't normally get that big. This is a large-sized bobcat. So I'm like, this is going to redeem Carla.
Sure.
And,
like the one you would see on a construction site or somebody that's like working on asphalt.
No.
Somebody on the thread did put a spinning construction bobcat that was up there with that. No, the kind with claws and teeth and all that stuff.
This will definitely play into my story. You're going to like this.
Oh, good. I look forward to it. So I haven't brought it up to her because I know what she's going to say. Nope, it was a mountain lion. She's stubborn that way.
Well, I mean, they kind of look the same.
It was Simba.
Kind of look the same.
It was
They have the same.
Yeah.
The lack of tail on the bobcat.
That sounds like high school.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, lack of tail. Thank you. There you go.
Like high school.
Same as mine. All right, just hit the music for God's sake. We will come back with wildlife update right here on the Mike OMeara Show, ladies and gentlemen.
Opera.
Buongiorno, everybody.
Hi.
Just when you thought it was safe to go on a diet, Rob Spiewak's Fantabulous Fruitcakes are back, and for a very limited time. So go to the MikeOMearaShow.com website, click on the Fruitcake Futures banner, where you have a choice of the deluxe or the super premium, which comes with a signed card and a special gift. And as a bonus, 2 lucky P1s will have a chance at a golden ticket, which you get to hang out with the boys, Rob and Oscar, in the studio, or a platinum ticket where you get the honor of hanging with Mike in Florida. So like Robert De Niro says in The Untouchables, be part of a team. Buy your fruitcake today. Capiche? Now, let's return to the platinum ticket himself, Mike OMeara.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much,
Do you find
Paulie.
it rewarding as I do to watch him evolve as an artist?
That's incredible.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, part of a team. Welcome back to the Mike OMeara Show. As you have probably heard, it's the 100th season of the NFL, and right now, more than 1,800 NFL players are just like me, Mike OMeara. That's right, fit, six-pack abs, and they're sleeping on sleep-numbered beds. Well, the first two aren't really true, but they are sleeping on sleep numbers. All of us elite athletes recognize the importance of a great night's sleep. So I can't do my regular training unless I get a great night's sleep.
I know.
And the sleep number bed is the best. Well, that goes without saying. Whether you're an elite athlete or someone like me, sleep number beds allow you to adjust on each side to your ideal firmness, comfort, and support. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you sleeping comfortably throughout the night. And with Sleep IQ technology inside the bed, it tracks your slumber so you know every morning how well you've slept and gain insights to maximize your best sleep. My Sleep Number setting is now it's an 85, not a 90 anymore.
Oh, okay.
Carlos is a 65. Write it down, Rob. And we love it. Experience the smart, effortless comfort of the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Find your competitive edge with proven quality sleep starting at $9.99. Sleep Number is the official sleep number and wellness partner of the NFL. You'll only find Sleep Number at one of their 575 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find the one nearest you at sleepnumber.com/TMOS. And when you go in there, please tell them Mike OMeara sent you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so wildlife on TV. I miss the local television up there in D.C.
One would think we're Market 8. The president lives in our town. One would think we would have a great...
I think actually we're considered Market 6.
Are we up now?
Yes.
So one would think we'd have a great organization of news-gathering people. Mm-hmm. What do they put on television at night? Well, here is the first breaking part of this story. I go to our local NBC affiliate, WRC, because, Mike, there's problems in D.C. Georgetown, where Podcast Village is based, is adjacent to a sort of a nature-y area, almost a preserve called Rock Creek Park.
Yeah.
And they theorize that maybe some wildlife is just getting a little too friendly.
This is something you don't want wandering around your neighborhood. That's a cat. That's a big cat. Spotted climbing up a Georgetown homeowner's fence.
This thing is huge, and it has short hair. It is not any kind of domestic cat that I've ever seen before.
The couple alerted authorities, the zoo, animal control, neighbors. They want to make sure everyone knows to be on the lookout for this big cat, whatever it is.
All right, just pause it for a second. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Talking about a cat.
And I will say this. With the severe lighting and the lens...
video, I watched this video.
Yeah.
It looks like a wild beast.
It looks awfully big. It really does. But it is, simply put...
People seeing critters.
A cat.
It's so funny.
It's a cat.
Is it confirmed a cat?
They let this story gel for 24 hours.
I've been seeing this on my feed for effing ever.
And the following evening, Leon Harris, now on Channel 4, and they care.
Oh, Leon Harris is on Channel 4?
Yeah.
Leon Harris is on Channel 4 now?
One of my favorite things is to play Leon Harris so you can hear you do Leon Harris. Because he's been on
Leon Harris.
I guess he's been on all three networks in this town now. Because I remember when ABC and CBS.
Yes.
So anyway, Mike, they have footage of the cat, but here's a stirring update.
Somebody saw a big cat in Georgetown last night, and it's caused quite a stir.
Giant cat. This is a giant cat here. It's not uncommon, folks, actually, to see some wildlife in the metro area, but there were some fears that a mountain lion may have been what wandered into town by way of Rock Creek Park. News 4's Derek Ward has been out there on the hunt, and he's got some answers.
Mike, it's a mountain lion. Of course it is.
Some people thought that there might be a mountain lion that had wandered into Rock Creek Park. Derek Ward, who is the butt boy for the news department, we've sent him down to stand in mud and tell us all about the cat that we're having coming in. Yes, sir.
Can you throw it to the package? Hey, Leon, can you throw it to the package?
Let's go to Derek Ward, who's got the crappy assignment of the day.
This cat, caught on a home security cameras that hopped a fence in a Georgetown alley, caused a bit of a stir, especially for the homeowner on the other side of that fence.
We are not letting the cat out anymore.
1, 2, 3. The tail was too long for it to be a bobcat. From its appearance on the video, the size of it, it looked like a mountain lion. So the homeowner called the zoo. All their cats were accounted for.
The homeowner was concerned when they saw this footage, which we can understand.
She called animal control, and they came out to investigate. we launched our own investigation, an urban safari in the wild woods of Georgetown.
Okay. They launched their own investigation.
This is ridiculous.
Our own investigation.
Meanwhile, the planet is burning up. We have a psychopath in power, but they launched their investigation in Georgetown.
Wow.
Look there.
News 4.
It was a call to the news desk that took this intrepid hunter in quite another direction.
I think that anybody who's a veterinarian is interested in wildlife, especially exotic wildlife, set in an urban area. And the idea of a mountain lion being in Georgetown, that was very interesting.
So they've given this so much coverage on all of their news outlets, including when they cut away from the Today Show, that now veterinarians are calling News 4 to say, yeah, I'm interested in this.
Such crap. You're
I'm
so right
so
about
interested.
that.
If this was any other neighborhood, and mind you, I live in that neighborhood.
Of course.
I'm embarrassed for the neighborhood.
I know.
I mean, I had a
There's a couple of idiots looking out their window. Ooh, look at that.
I had a cat condo on my roof.
I know.
People got pissed about
Maybe
that.
it's your cat. Maybe it's your cat.
Winston is no cougar-like cat. He's just a regular house cat.
All right.
And we figured a little scientific query was needed. Dr. Morgan and his assistant, Nick, did some comparisons.
The first thing I noticed was there's stripes on the tail, which mountain lions, for the most part, you don't see stripes on the tail of a mountain lion, as well as on the leg.
It was one more piece of evidence that sealed it. The owner, who'd seen the video, called him.
She swears that was her cat, Cookie.
Yeah, that's a house cat, a Bengal Burmese brown cat.
It's a house
mix.
cat.
So to see him.
And they show the cat.
It's an effing house cat, you hysterical douche.
Do you all have that app called Nextdoor? For like it's like a neighborhood social network?
I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. This thing, because I saw this story, someone put it on Nextdoor for our neighborhood. This is the most activity I've ever seen on a thread for a neighborhood thread that said, oh my God, how are we going to trap this cougar that is prancing around the streets of Georgetown?
Mike,
I have
it
the
wasn't
same
a
app
cougar,
down
though.
here. Mine down here is called Next Death.
It turns
a
out
little bit.
it was Cookie.
Cookie.
It was Cookie the cat.
Cookie the house cat.
A cat.
Being sort of vilified in this way as a mountain cat was a surprise.
His owner
do we have a World Bank employee that happens to live in Georgetown?
Don't vilify Cookie.
Don't vilify Cookie. Who's the original hump that caused this hysteria? Who's the, one that got
hump
this
was
going?
the one that said, well, we saw scratches in our fence and we're not letting our cat out anymore because I received an alert on my phone and I saw what appeared to be either a mountain lion, a bobcat, or perhaps a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So let's pay it off
Where
here.
Cookie's carousing was caught on camera.
He's utterly docile. He's small. He's a domestic cat. And, we've had him for 6.5 years.
Mystery solved, right? Well, mostly.
Pause it for a second. Hold on a second. Are we? Did we get her off the set of Downton Abbey?
Exactly.
Utterly docile, and I will pronounce every word like they do in the UK.
Mike,
Yes,
you need to tell
queens.
Cookie the cat that the guest is coming. It's the Queen.
The Queen will be arriving shortly.
This is gonna be
hopefully Cookie the docile cat.
A Downton Abbey promo coming up.
But know this. In the description of Cookie, she says he's small. This is not a big cat. It's not even like one of those Maine Coon cats or
He was
anything.
doing out at 4 a.m.
So long and short of it is that the people of Georgetown have nothing to worry about. The mice of Georgetown? Well, that's a different story.
#1 news station in Washington, D.C. Go get him, Tiger.
Derek. Nice job, Derek.
Come on. Do better.
Do better.
Well,
Do better.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, that is, can't improve on that.
That's
Nothing
a
you can
full
say.
news package dedicated to Cookie.
Oh, and not just one, two. And they carried it in every newscast.
Let's go to Peabody Award-winning Derek Carr, who's down in the mud of Georgetown to see what's happening with that. What do you think about that, Doreen?
I don't know. All I know is I'm starting to sound like Marge Simpson.
Leon.
I miss making fun of them. Meanwhile, down here, it's
You got the
just,
kids, right?
Oh,
it's
it's
a
hard to make
factory.
fun of kids.
It's well, not these kids, not at all. No, it's a little factory down here. It's like the Stepford Wives. Fantastic. delightful.
I hope hopefully
TV watching is delightful down here if you pick the right
What's a local
I wink news.
What's a tenure? Like I guess 3 months, 6 months before they go to the next market.
Usually they've got their series of people that have been here a long time.
Sure.
Like 2 or 3 of them per station, right? But the rest
Your
is
Jim Ryans.
Yeah. And Jim Farrell, who's down here.
True.
They did a promo where they showed Jim Farrell. I think it was like tracking a hurricane back in the Eisenhower administration. It was got a big porn stash and everything like that. I said, hey, look at young Jim Farrell. That's good. That's fun.
He seems coming into work and he says, take that down. No one needs to see that.
I was always surprised that the D.C. market does not, provide you guys with more.
Oh, no. Fox has changed all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fox has changed?
It's whatever mandate came down before Roger Ailes left for ratings is now here in D.C.
There could be 14.
And I'm not talking about the sexual harassment mandate. I'm talking about the central casting of what I like to call the Univision playbook, where you put the prettiest, most attractive men and women on camera because that's who people want to see.
And not just that, if you're watching Channel 5, there could have been 14 shootings and the Beltway could be on fire. But if Burger King has a new sandwich, it's going to lead.
Look, Angie's on Fox locally. So
yeah.
Oh.
Tells you everything.
Say no more.
Yeah.
I understand completely. There we go. That's delightful. What
We're
a
safe,
wonderful
but
story.
not the mice.
Cookie the Calico. Anyway, we'll take a break and come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike OMeara Show.
The Yak Shack line is ringing. The Yak Shack line is ringing.
It's time to cheer. The Yak Shack's here. So call up when you're full of beer. We're all in store for fun rapport. Call 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-MORE.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Mike OMeara Show. Brought to you by Noom. Getting in shape isn't just about losing weight. It's about changing habits, feeling better about yourself in every way. That's why Noom is for you. Noom is a habit-changing solution that helps you to develop a new relationship with food through personalized courses. Noom knows you're human. Thank you. I love Noom. No food is good, bad, or off limits. If you go off track, there's no shaming, just tips to help you get back on track tomorrow. And thanks to your goals specialist and the Noom community, you're never alone. My favorite part is that Noom has one of the biggest food databases available. It has literally everything at a glance. Food tracking made easy. I love it. Oscar loves it. Carla loves it. They've never looked better. Carla's never looked better. He's Oscar. Anyway,
the haircut is nice.
The haircut's lighter.
The jackets look good. You don't have to change it all in one day. Small steps make big progress. Sign up for your trial today at Noom. That's Noom.com/TMOS. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/TMOS to start your trial today. That's Noom.com/TMOS, the last weight loss program you will ever need, ladies and gentlemen.
News.
Boo. And I have Celine Dion. Sad life for her, really. She lost her husband, Renee, 3 years ago, and she's still not ready to date, she said. She told the Today Show, she said, quote, I'm very lucky. No, I won't do the overdone French
please
accent.
don't.
I am very lucky.
That's her.
Bonjour.
Hello.
I really do want to do the French accent, but I really shouldn't. Can I do it?
Yeah, you can, and here's why. Because this is accurate representation. This is not something they would do at News 4. They wouldn't make the effort.
No.
Give the
She
people
told the
what
Today
they want.
Show, quote, I am very lucky and happy to have people in my life surrounding me, I'll do it again.
Okay.
She said, I'm very lucky and happy to have people in my surrounding life to make me laugh. But that doesn't mean that she isn't without needs. She added, quote, I miss to be touched. I miss to be hugged. I miss to be told you're beautiful. I miss what a boyfriend is, and I miss what a husband would do. Celine's new album comes out November 15th. It's called Courage, and yes, there's a meaning behind it. She said, quote, Courage was representing the whole losing my husband, losing my manager, my kids, losing their father, and to find the strength to keep going because I wanted to. These quotes are missing words, and I'm not sure whether it's because
Well, she speaks broken
Celine
English.
or Yeah, okay, she does. All right, that's what that is.
How mad do you think Matt Lauer is to miss out on that interview at the Today Show studios?
Matt Lauer. Ooh. J'étais pervert.
Isn't he single now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think his wife dumped him.
I think he's separated from the world.
Megan Fox says that back in 2009, around the time her movie Jennifer's Body came out, she was starting to lose it. Why? Because in pretty much everything she did, she was sexualized. Here's her quote. It was every day of my life, all the time, with every project I worked on and every producer I worked with. Of course, when you are held up as some sort of perfect sexual being like that, whether you have anything to do with it or not, it brings out the trolls. Megan says, quote, I think I had a genuine psychological breakdown where I wanted just nothing to do. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to have to take a photo, do a magazine, walk a carpet. I didn't want to be seen in public at all because the fear and the belief and the absolute certainty that I was going to be mocked or spat at or someone was going to yell at me or people would stone me or savage me for just being out. So I went through a very dark moment after that. Well, you know, I mean, in her case, I remember Megan Fox was the it girl, and it was constant, right? It was the advent of the internet age,
and I can relate.
I imagine it's hard, but I don't know how hard it is to walk around being so hot, so attractive that it's taxing.
Yeah,
I can tell you, it's hard, Oscar. Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, and Randy Jackson reunited on the Kelly Clarkson show yesterday. It was a trip seeing them together again. Apparently, it won't be the last time. At one point during the interview, Simon said, quote, if I'm being honest with you, this does make me think that if I had one wish, it would be to make another show with us again. Paula said, aw, of course. And Randy said, let's go. Then he tried to fist bump Simon, but Simon left him hanging. Simon went on, quote, apart from the fact that we had so much fun, it's who came through the process. This is where it makes sense to me. And this is maybe he's a master manipulator, but I heard this quote and I got kind of gassed. He said, apart from the fact that we had so much fun, it's who came through the process that made it all worthwhile. And that's why, genuinely, I would choose who to work with again. It would be these guys. He noted that Randy was a record producer and an A&R guy like himself, and that Paula was a brilliant spotter of talent, and that the talent they found is their legacy. He didn't name any names other than Kelly, but listen to the list. These are the only people that are the megastars. Right. Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson, Adam Lambert, Chris Daughtry, Catherine McPhee, Jordan Sparks, Clay Aiken, Kelly Pickler, Fantasia Barrino, Ruben Studdard. He makes that point, and if that's, America would clamor for that. We could use it. It would be a great idea to get a show back with those three.
The amazing thing is that, you know, they have reinvented it and brought it back so many times. People forget the luster it once had, the power it once had.
Oh, it was the show. Everyone watched the television.
Such a good show.
You think about shows that everyone watches.
Yeah, and that was the show that the people watched live.
Right,
now the
only
show that people, or only programming people watch live now is sports. Maybe news.
And I don't know anybody from The Voice. Even though it's a blockbuster show, I don't know a breakout artist.
No, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And when he said that about the talent, that they had the eye for talent, maybe the combination of those three, they got the right folks that came down to the wire. So that's interesting. We'll keep tabs on that for you. According to a new study out of Penn State University, if you eat a lot of salt, one of the best ways to keep your heart healthy is to also eat a lot of cheese.
Hey, Matty.
Yeah, there you go, Maddie. The researchers, I like the way we defer to Maddie, like she's the fatty.
Well, she's the cheese queen.
She's the cheese queen.
She's the cheese queen,
she
but
knows
we're
about
fat.
portion.
We're deflecting.
She's fine.
Yes, I know. She's great. She's fit. We're not.
No.
The researchers found that when people who ate a lot of salt ate 4 servings of cheese, oh, wow, it made their blood vessels stronger. Cheese vessels.
Cheese vessels.
That lowers your chance of having heart problems. Now the researchers did find the healthiest people in the study were the ones who didn't eat much salt or much cheese. There it is. But if you're going to eat salt, then extra cheese comes in handy. Chuck E. Cheese's crust was very salty yesterday, which I found delicious.
Really?
It was
almost
yes,
pretzel-y.
it was yummy. Well, it wasn't pretzel-y. Just stop. Close your mouth. Anyway, a guy named Dave Williams in Wales was tired of his fiancée, Stacey Lowe, eating his chocolate. So he bought a see-through safe. God. And he used it to lock up his chocolate and other desserts inside the fridge. Stacey posted a picture of the fridge safe and it's going viral. And by the way, if you want to get one of these fridge safes to pull the same move, you can get one. A refrigerator safe on sale for $40.
Oh, $40?
Yeah, and they mentioned where you can get it, but I didn't.
No.
Thank you. And now a little something, ladies and gentlemen. A guy in Houston named Arash Kavakabi was driving the other day when a friend in the back seat opened her door and started to vomit out of his car.
Oh, no.
A cop happened to see it happen, pulled them over, and realized the car was stolen.
Oh.
They then searched the car and found 50 pieces of other people's mail, along with a check with someone else's name on it in Arish's wallet. It turned out he and the friend had been driving around stealing from people's mailboxes.
Wow.
There's an industrious criminal, right?
Yes.
No word on whether the friend was arrested or not, or why they were puking, but Arish is now facing several charges, including felony mail theft. Outside of the check, I'm not sure I want any of my mail with the, coming out of that car with a puke on it.
No.
The lady was asked about the mail, and she said, it was good mail. For me to puke on! We will take a break and come back with the audio ball and Rob Spiewak right here. I know it's poop on. Don't send me an email saying that Triumph line is poop on. I know it's poop on.
Yeah.
I made it a joke to say for me to puke on. Okay?
Thank you.
I know who you are, and I know the guy that's going to send me that email, and now you can't. So there. We'll take a break. Come right back on the Mike OMeara Show.
Hey guys, it's Angie with the Oh My Golf Show with a new show out now.
Hello.
Are you ready for some football? Santana Moss has gone from being a football star to stellar broadcaster to my personal life coach. Also coming up, secrets to a successful prom date. The LP is called Frampton Comes Alive. And we've got Sex and the City creator Candace Bushnell spilling the tea all over the studio, Mike. Subscribe to the Oh My Golf Show on YouTube and Apple Podcast. Who knows? You might get lucky.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Mike OMeara Show, brought to you by Untuck It. Ever wonder why traditional button-up shirts look so long and baggy? That's because they were never meant to be worn that way, Mr. Man. The solution, Untuck It shirts, specifically designed to be worn untucked.
Of course.
Perfect.
Untuck It is the original untucked shirt, a modern solution to an old problem with no tucking or tailoring required. No matter your size or shape, their shirts are the perfect untucked length. I adore my Untuck It shirts. Not too long, not too short, and the coolest designs on the net. I love the material and the colors. And with more than 50 fit combinations, Untuck It shirts look great on tall, short, slim, and athletic guys of all ages. Try yours on in person at one of Untuck It's 50 stores or go to untuckit.com to get started. With free shipping and returns on all U.S. orders. Plus, you can save 20% on your first order by using the code TMOS at checkout. That's untuckit.com, promo code TMOS. Open up the audio vault for Thursday, September 19th, 2019. Rob Spiewak.
It's no secret I love Facebook, but I hate certain things about it. Like somebody finds something that's clever and it gets shared and shared and shared and shared again. Yeah. This is appropriate for today. At 9:19 today, numerologists go crazy.
And now a friendly reminder for a historical moment. Today at 9:19 and 19 seconds, it will be 9/19/19 at 9/19/19. And a person born at 9/19 on this date in 2000 is turning 19 on 9/19/19. Please make a note of it.
All right, there's a lot of 19s. We get it. We don't need to hear about it. Stop it. Don't make this
19.
Now, do you remember we had the lady in Hawaii that slipped off the cliff and fell 55 feet into the water?
I finally got to that video. I finally watched that video.
Yeah.
It's so, the thing I liked about the video, not obviously the fall, but was that it demonstrated exactly how quickly something can happen.
Yes.
She has no idea.
Your entire life can change that quickly.
Bam.
Well, she has been bested. And I first will tell you, he's okay. But he had a body cam on, and he was riding dirt bikes with his buddy in a place called the Schofield Pass in Colorado. And he took a misturn on his bike, and he fell 70 feet into a river. And he survived. And if you wonder what it sounds like and how long it takes to fall 70 feet while you're on a motorcycle, sounds like this. He's going to be okay.
Wow.
He's lucky there was a river there, I tell you what.
Terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a wrong turn.
Let me lighten the mood. Hey, here's the Kylie Jenner update.
Kylie Jenner is hinting on Instagram that she and Travis Scott have split up. She said she'll be getting back to her favorite dating app, the BET Awards.
Now,
that's hilarious.
David Lee Roth, how the mighty have fallen. He was at one time one of the greatest rock singers out there. You couldn't take your eyes off him. Then he was a DJ, and he lost that. And I think the most recent tape we played of him was him crashing a party saying, hey, it's me, it's David Lee. And they didn't know who it was.
What was the station? What was it called? What was our
It was Free FM.
Free FM.
Yeah, he took over for Howard.
He did.
For a split second.
It was a good it was a good move.
Yeah. Good move.
But
not like they had a talent base at CBS.
Here's the thing, Mike. David Lee Roth is taking it all in stride, and he has a healthful dose of enthusiasm about himself. He's not afraid to take credit for Van Halen.
No. So I wrote the songs. I wrote every word you heard, every syllable, every melody. I structured out even the guitar solos on that first album. Why do you think the solos changed so radically? I sang the solos for Jamie's Crying and Running with the Devil, etc. Because we're not up here strumming with the devil. This is not some tribute band. I wrote those songs. I structured those songs. I designed the backgrounds on the stage. I came up with the album covers. I thought of the stripes on the guitar. I'm the one who said, call it Van Halen.
Wow, he put the stripes on Eddie's guitar. Isn't that something?
Wow. So he's dissing the Van Halen brothers.
Of course.
You can't look. You got
After
to
all
play
these
those
effing
guitar
years.
solos. The
After
guy
all
didn't
these
come up
effing
with those
The
guitar
guy he
solos.
should be dissing is his barber.
Wow. Oh yeah. That's oh god. I hate when old men get bitter.
I know. I hate that too.
Just be classy. Take the high road. Really? What's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point? Nobody cares.
Who wins at this point?
Nobody wins.
Nobody
wins.
cares.
Take the high road like Luke Bryan, who has a new album coming out.
Oh God.
And this is fantastic, Mike, because you think it's just going to be that poppy country stuff. It's
Right.
not.
Okay.
There's so much better that you can expect from the new Luke Bryan LP.
I think I've always had stuff that is kind of real poppy country stuff. But then if you listen to my whole album, the whole work, there's obviously very country things on there. And I think this album is leaning toward that. I mean, I've got some stuff that I've looked at that I'm like, you know, that I'm going in the studio and recording, and it sounds very vintage-like. But then I've got some stuff that has new and different sounds on it. And I think I always have to kind of marry the two.
Marry the two. You got to marry the two.
Why do you hate him so much? Why do you
Because
hate
all
him?
of his songs sound alike, and also his voice. His voice is a Muppet voice.
It is.
It really is.
But you have this hate for him. I don't know
You
why.
have this deep hatred for Luke Bryan.
I
don't know where
do.
it
I
comes
do.
from.
And you know what? He wasn't good on American Idol. How about that? He ruined our beautiful show.
Okay, there you go.
Think of all the talent we put through. Think of it. Like Merle Haggard. Okay. Oh, did you know that drones can have, I didn't know this, drones can have speakers in them?
Oh, I did not know that.
So this
Shocked.
guy is flying his drone in Australia over the ocean. There's a surfer in the water, and he sees on his control pad a shark, that scary silhouette of a shark you can see on an aerial shot of crystal clear water.
Right.
He uses his drone speaker to warn the surfer, and the surfer escapes. Pretty cool.
Shark, evacuate the water immediately. There is a shark in the water. Please evacuate immediately. Shark. There is a shark in the water.
Wow.
Please evacuate immediately.
That shark probably was within 30 feet of the swimmer, of the surfer.
Does that
too.
sound like maybe that's a
That sounds
formal
official.
thing?
That's like
That's
that
not
is
like
a lifeguard.
That's a lifeguard
That was
thing,
that
don't
was
you
the
think?
guy. No, that was the guy.
Just like an enthusiast?
Yeah, he was filming and he
He
used his
sounded
drone.
very official.
But man, he got the
certainly
job
knew
done.
how to get the guy out of the water.
Yeah.
Shock.
I would have been like,
shock.
excuse me, sir. I know it's kind of weird, but I was just flying and I realized that there's like a great white behind you, so you might want to keep it moving.
But the thing is that he was so far out to sea surfing that I don't even know you could have yelled at him from the shore.
No, I'm talking about if I was the guy on the speaker.
Oh, I'm with you.
I would not
I'm
know
with
to
you.
say
Yeah.
shock.
Hey, Mike.
I didn't want to put a little damper in your day, but I would like to point out that about 30 meters in back here is a nasty-looking great white. And if you don't want to be his lunch, I would get, I would go on a walkabout on the beach and keep your surfboard out of the waves.
Or
do it right now, or he's going to put you on his billabong and he's going to have you for dinner.
Can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
You live near a beach. Would you feel more comfortable knowing that the local lifeguards had access to this type of technology?
Absolutely,
Of course.
1,000%. But I don't have to worry about putting my kid in the water because it's all shit water down here anyway.
The tide, the red tide.
Yeah. Thank you, Lake Okeechobee.
All right, let's close
Boy,
with
this water looks like cow poo.
Let's close with this. A big day in the District of Columbia. We made fun of them earlier, but this is a big news story. After 3 years, they're finally reopening the Washington Monument.
Oh, man.
The elevator has been retooled. It's ready to go. And we had...
Is it faster?
It is faster and smoother.
Okay.
And also, it's totally automated. Up till now, you had to have an elevator operator to take you up and down. Now you just hit the button. So they can actually put more people on. Corey Coffin from Channel 5 was there, and she got a chance to speak to one of our favorite representatives from the Park Service.
It was supposed to be opening by this spring, but unfortunately that got pushed back. The deadline was then August, but that got pushed back again. Take a listen to Mike Litterist.
You know, they're lucky to get that interview because it's hard to find him.
He's still there?
Yes.
Mike Litterist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's not
He was
going
back
anywhere.
there. Wasn't he there on the old Don and Mike show?
He's been there a long time.
Tenured.
We certainly didn't dwell on it back in the day.
Certainly not.
Right.
And we've got
Can you play that one more time, please?
As a salute to the National Park Service, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It was supposed to be opening by this spring, but unfortunately that got pushed back. The deadline was then August, but that got pushed back again. Take a listen to Mike Litterist.
Take a listen. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a good Thursday, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. It's just interesting they used that. I'm not going to say.
No.
That choice of reporter. All right. Anyway, thank you. That's it. We got to get out of here. Hey, we have our fall fundraiser, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to make your Christmas holiday better. This is how we fill our coffers for the show. And please, please, please buy a fruitcake. It is important to us, and we'd love you to get one. And they're magically delicious.
Oh, they are.
When you get them home, they're absolutely yummy, yummy in your tummy. So go to the website, click on the fruitcake, and get one. Send one to a friend if you don't want it yourself. Send one to everybody. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate that. And if you bought one and then you went back and you got another, sorry, going to the well one more time. Thank you. For Ross Spiak and Oscar Santana, Michael O'Meara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Before you go, please make a mental note. Today's show was made possible by the TMOS bonus packages. You can secure yours right now by going to MikeOMearaShow.com and clicking on the red bonus banner. Buy it or give it. Either way, you're helping out TMOS, and that's a good thing. Thank you, and go in peace.
Mike O'Meara, Radio Entertainment.
I could pull a better cartoon out of my ass. Hey, whoa! Wasn't that great, kids?
If I thought you were my friend, I just don't think I could bear it.
I want you not to go too far.
I'm just beginning. You wanna go, bro? You wanna go? Woo! Woo!